Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way! And today, we're taking the InMotion V9 out for a day trip. So, let me tell you more about it.
Wrong way.
Oh, you turned me on.
So in this video we are going to combine my impressions of the InMotion V9 after 250 kilometers, and I will show you how a trip with a small wheel like that looks like in the flesh. So we start our journey out in Warsaw. I'm going to the East train station and we'll be taking an intercity train to go to Radom.
Only the music is in my brain.
Alright, so I came very early, that's what she said. And therefore I'll grab some coffee. Look at that, the V9 is like a trolley that you can just carry with you. I love it.
Just with the beat. Sit down, look around, maybe someone used to sound it.
The lift button on the V9 is sometimes hit or miss, so I need to really come to a complete standstill and then check if the wheel is actually not balancing, and then I can go upstairs.
The bass. I'm now at because of
Ride me again soon.
And yes, that's Bailey's, your Optimus voice. How did I get it?
my body moves more and more to the groove.
Now, combining micromobility with trains is something that I really love, and especially with the InMotion V9, it is a lot more portable. It's much easier to put into a train than, for example, a big bike, although bikes also have their separate carriages for it. I wish the wheel would be a little bit lighter because it's 23 kilograms. I think up to 15 would be pretty comfortable, but it is what it is. It's a small form factor, it's just like a luggage. Alright you guys, so officially we have made it to Radom with the train, and now it's time to explore, and really there is no better way to explore a city than on an electric unicycle, and especially the InMotion V9. Wonk. Love it. The especially cool thing about the V9 is that it's very safe and it has very safe batteries. The Samsung 50S cells, smart BMS, UL 2272 certificate, etc, etc. So yeah, this is a pretty much worry-free wheel. Well, at least that's what it seems to be like on paper with the certificates, etc. But yeah, it's very nice. Now with InMotion wheels, it's very much hit or miss at times. Sometimes something bothers me a lot about them, like with the V11Y. Sometimes I like them a lot, but they don't make so much sense, like the V13 Pro or V13. But sometimes you just strike gold, like with the V14 or the V9, and I've really come to like this wheel a lot. Also, check this out. I didn't know that Radom could be so pretty. And I love the yellow leaves here, so pretty. Look at that. Floating through autumn. There we go, that's the church. I think Poland has the biggest density of churches, like, in the world. But here we enter a nice park. Oh my goodness, how pretty is it here? Am I the only one smiling here? So in the meantime, I did put a bit of miles on the InMotion V9. Not many, because I usually take it for very short strolls, but it already has about 250, a bit over 250 kilometers on the odometer. And the functionality of it is just crazy, because the combination of it not being as heavy, but you know, if you want to take it upstairs, it's still a bit of a heavy wheel. But this trolley handle combo with the lift switch, which sometimes doesn't work. Now it works. Yeah, the form factor of it, no pads. This is just so comfortable to take around the city. And here we have apparently a small castle. All the things Radom has to offer. What is this? It's a toilet. All right, Radom has a castle toilet. Taking a king's dump. Love it. Now, I didn't do a range test yet on this wheel. I think it's somewhere around 40 to 45 kilometers. I usually plan my journeys so I don't need to charge. I just do really short commutes on it. If I want to go somewhere further, I take a wheel that has more battery. But luckily, with the V9, you have a very fast charging option. So I took my fast charger with me. I can charge it up in 40 minutes to 100%. So I'll ride it around a little bit to check out what the city has to offer. I'm gonna also meet up with someone. It's a combined trip sort of reason. And yeah, I mean, for journeys like these, this wheel is just splendid. I just wish it would be a little bit lighter. I wonder if they could do that, especially this being a wheel that has suspension. And as you can see on these bumps, pretty bumpy road, the suspension isn't like, you know, it doesn't make you float on the ground, but it does help a fair amount with all of the imperfections. So I've come to like the suspension quite a bit, although as you can see, it makes those sounds when it fully extends, so not perfect, but I like this. I didn't like the V11 suspension. This one is like, it's fine. It's a little bit of a helper. And Radom keeps showing me beautiful stuff. Look at that. I mean, the sun is probably helping a lot, but damn, there's some nice sights here. Some nice views. The suspension is pneumatic, so you need to pump air into it. I didn't need to refill it with air. It's still fine. Maybe it lost a little bit of pressure, but with the winter temperatures, that's pretty usual when it comes to air suspension. I really still like the pedals. They're great. The lighting is great. Front tail lights. The mud guard is something that I've really come to love because whatever weather you're riding in, your legs will not get wet, and I really love that. Now, usually when I want to visit a new city, I want to get as close to the waterfront as possible. And this is apparently the waterfront. There's no big river here in Radom, apparently. That's what I found on the map, and that's where I found some nice sights when I was looking out the window when I was still going with the train. So let's go along here and see some nice sights. And while doing that, I can tell you a bit more what I think about the V9. I mean, this city, what the hell? It's just so quaint and cute. Radom. Wow. So pretty. Now for $1,300, I think that this wheel is actually quite fun. I don't know how it will be in the long run. I know I just have a very little mileage on it, but as it is for now, it is just a joy to ride on and a joy to use. And I think that the market in general needs cheaper wheels in order for people to start and not have something very overkill and expensive. And at the same time, when you had, oh, let's go through here. Oh, and at the same time, if you wanted to get something cheap, at least, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, you would have to go with a wheel that doesn't have a good axle. And this has a hollow motor, so this wheel is safe in terms of all weights of a rider. Because with the V8, for example, V5 wheels, even V10, there is an axle that is very thin, and that is something that can break in the long run. Here, not the case. But apparently, can't go through the canal anymore, so let's find a way around to get back to it. All right, I found something interesting. What is this? What? Is this some sort of cursed child of the Sydney Opera? Like, is this building trying to like give birth to something into the sky? I don't know, guys, like why do they make churches like that? It seems a bit excessive if you ask me. But hey, I guess it gets the point done. It is drawing attention. And you have expensive cars for dead people here. The world we live in. Now, I was really surprised with the quality of some of the bike paths here. I can even ride seated, and note here, InMotion, please make a seat for the V9. I would love to have that. thank you. The V9 is just such a chill cruiser, and with the 3-inch wide tire, it's lovely to just swivel around and carve a little bit in the turns. And if you wonder how I got this chrome version with a pink bottom, well, this is the job of Serge at Monokolo.eu, and they are wrapping wheels now. Super cool. And if you wonder about the song choice in this video, they are all mine. I actually cancelled my Artlist subscription and I just use my music that I created over the years. Thank you so much, Emma, actually, for inspiring me to do more music and also show it here in my creative work on the Wrong Way channel. Now, I did have more mellow backing tracks back in the day, but somehow they got lost, so you'll have to be happy with some sort of more strong music choices right now. Anyway, when it comes to the screen of the InMotion V9, it's visible but not the best in broad daylight. So it's a good screen, but mostly in overcast weather. I do have to tell you that riding this wheel around in Radom on those beautiful bike paths was a real joy. It was just a bit sad that usually those bike paths just ended like in a pile of composting dead cyclists that ended their life because the bike path just ended. Anyway, here's some old Polish buildings. Now for me, living in Poland, I have no stress seeing the police, but for so many riders out there, UCs are just not legal and they are super stressed about riding them. So I hope this changes around the world soon, and around the world, UCs will be all legal. While on the go, I also discovered that the wheel is tilting back a little bit too much for my liking, so via the app, I could very quickly and easily change the angle of the pedals, and with that, of the EUC. Now, thanks to my girlfriend Anya, I've heard that there is an airport here that is called Warszawa Radom. And, you know, this airport is very far from Warsaw, but yet still it's called Warsaw Radom. So if you would go here, you have a pretty big journey to go to Warsaw, and there's pretty much no flights coming in and out of this airport. So this will be a really interesting site. Check it out. Alright, so I didn't anticipate this airport to be so huge. And the impressive part about it is, compared to the Warsaw airport, Chopin, there's a bike path leading to this airport, like it should be. Look at that. Lots of places for buses, lots of parking, insane amount of parking, a giant building, and basically no people to check the place out or like fly from here. So I'm gonna just walk inside real quick and check out how it looks from the inside. So look, there's literally no one here. I could ride here to the gate. There's not a flight departing, not a flight arriving. People are just here for being here. Man, it's so pretty here, but it's such a shame that I'm the only person in this terminal. I'm literally the only person in this terminal. There's no one here except for me and the people working. What? Like the shops are running, the doors, the buses, people working here, but I'm the only one here. That is not a worker. That's nuts. All of the cars here, everything is just people working here. There's no one here except for me. That is like not getting paid to be here. And here's the bus that arrived with no people. And there's the next bus that has no people in it. This is the world's emptiest modern airport. What? And these are all the people that came here to be paid. But no one's here that isn't being paid to be here. So it's really cool here around the arterial road, sort of. It starts raining, but no worries. There's a bike path, so it's very cool that on the ring road, sort of at least on the part of where I was here, there is a bike path. Now I'd love to continue exploring this city, but it starts to rain a little bit too much for my liking, and maybe it'll be even more. So I will just head on over to the meeting spot where I'll meet someone fun. And yeah, gonna wait until the rain is over and get back to the city. And I still have 42% battery, so not a lot, but at the same time I did go from my place to the train station, and then I went around here about, I don't know, 20-30 kilometers. So perfect timing to also charge up somewhere and then keep on riding to have more battery when I get back home. Max Burgers. Oh, maybe I need to eat. Maybe I'm hungry. They have delicious vegan burgers. Yeah, I need to do that. All right, I guess it's burger time. And then again, taking the wheel. That's how you live life. That's how you live life. So, how should you like add bacon to your vegan burger? Oh my goodness. All right, so I got myself the plant beef, the fries, and water. All for quick food on the go, I gotta say, for vegans or vegetarians. Max Burgers is awesome. All right, so the rain seems to have stopped at least a little bit. I'll be on my way to the meetup spot, charge the wheel there, and afterwards go back to the train station, go back home. Simple day trip. Now sadly I did forget to charge the wheel up, but I did have 30% left. And of course it was really nice to get back to the train station without needing to worry about traffic, bus schedules, or that I'm tired. I just stand on the wheel, I have my pink lights on, and the front and tail light is on as well. I just go to the train station. Simple. Charging spot. I have to say that the train station looked even better at night, or in the dusk. Later on, I rested a bit on hostile architecture, enjoyed the sunset on Radom Główny. I boarded the train, put the wheel inside and then into the luggage compartment, ate some pierogi with potatoes, really good, and cheese, but yeah, working on also removing cheese from my diet, and went back home. It was super simple, a super nice trip, really easy, and I still had some battery left at the end to charge the wheel up at home. So I call this thing a huge success, especially looking at the drivers in those traffic jams. Alright, so in the end I did make it back home, and I actually forgot to charge in Radom, so I'm gonna do it right away here. You can see the Zoom charger, and I'm gonna just fast charge it, so it's gonna be...
I like where this is going.
Yes. Well, now we have just 6 amps, but we can even turn it up to 10. And it's gonna charge in like 40 minutes. I arrived with like about 20% battery. So this is the journey. I hope that you liked it. Bit of a mess here, but sorry about that. But if you like this video, then like it, comment below if you want to see more like that. And if you're still here, well, thank you. Thank you for being here. So catch you guys later. And I'm gonna work out now. Be strong. Take care.